Welcome back to the Sports Desk Live. We are here, man. We are here. I kind of got a nice storm going on right now, so if we glitching a little bit, hopefully the storm will pass. But forgive us for our absence last week, man. We had some things that we had to take care of, man. But we are back, man. So we are live tonight, this Tuesday, 7:00 Eastern Standard Time. And for those who are watching around the country, we have people all over the country, Michigan, New York, Oklahoma. We have people everywhere watching around, even in our home state. This particular live stream is a State of the Union address of the Jacksonville Jaguars. So if you're here to listen to some other conversations, don't worry. I got a couple of quick takes. We got my guy, Mr. Moodham Chains. He's ready to get in here. We're also going to have another special guest rolling here in a few minutes, man. But if you're not familiar with the Sports Desk, man, we've done a podcast for almost, I'm going to say 3.5 years. And we have 250, 60, 70, 80 episodes out right now. Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, you name it. We're everywhere. And we've had State of the Union episodes before. But this. See, I ain't got no Jaguar gear on today or no Cowboy gear on. I got a BCU hat on today. We talking Bethune-Cookman College. Shout out to Bethune-Cookman. That's what we're talking about today. So forgive us. But we got some home business that we got to talk about tonight on the Sports Desk Live. Subscribe if you have not already. Y'all rocking with us, man. We appreciate the love. Hit that thumbs up. Share the Sports Desk Live, man. We are a growing brand new sports. Well, not brand new, but we're brand new to YouTube. Brand new sports channel, and we're growing by the day. Shout out to everybody. We've been on for 3 weeks, and we already have well over 100 subscribers. So shout out to everybody showing that love. We really appreciate y'all, man. So this is where we cover the world of sports, but tonight we're talking Jacksonville, Florida. We're talking Duval County. I had some quick takes, but we ain't even gonna do them, man. I know y'all want to hear us talk about Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes and what happened in Oregon. I'm sorry. I got y'all on, well, what do you want to talk about? Episode dropping at the end of the week. I know you want to hear about my Dallas Cowboys getting romped by the Arizona Cardinals. I'm sorry. You won't be hearing that tonight. You can catch that information on, well, what do you want to talk about later on this week. I'm sorry. Some of y'all will say, oh, Florida State, they almost lost. Almost doesn't count. Almost doesn't count. That's what I want to say. Florida State won. We're going to talk about that on, well, what do you want to talk about? And last but not least, the Florida Gators out there, man, we're not going to talk about their 22-7 win over Wolfson High School. We are not going to talk about the Florida Gators looking impressive versus West Nassau Elementary. We're not going to talk about that. You can catch that coverage on, well, what do you want to talk about? On YouTube with your boy, Dedrick L. Hicks Jr. Okay? But tonight, it is home cooking, so I apologize once again. I apologize for those across the country who do not care about the Jacksonville Jaguars, and why should you? Why should you? I apologize for people across the globe that are watching the Sports Desk Live and they want to hear about prime time Deion Sanders. I'm sorry. That's not happening tonight. This is home cooking. So we're going to skip the quick takes, man. We're about to get my guy, Mr. Move Them Chains. He is in the green room. He is pacing like a lion, guys. I'm looking down in the green room, and my dog is pissed. Quick story before we get my mans in here. My brother, Rashad. Me and Rashad, we talk all the time. We talk all the time. With the sports thing, man, we be chopping it up. And usually, we chit-chat through the weekend. We do the Jaguar show, the weekly matchup show, Jacksonville Jaguars with Mr. Moodham Chains. Catch that every week here on the Sports Desk Live. Sunday came. The Jag games happened. I didn't hear from Rashad. I found that kind of odd that I didn't get a text or a phone call. I didn't hear from Rashad. And then Monday came, and I still didn't hear from Rashad. I started to get deeply concerned. Now, it's Tuesday, y'all. I just talked to Rashad an hour ago. I didn't know if Rashad was going to be able to join the Sports Desk Live. Now, I'm going to keep a conversation between me and Rashad highly confidential because my dog could be doing some hard time in the future. You hear me? Now, my dog got a beautiful wife and beautiful daughters, and we're not going to let Rashad go to the county. We're not letting him go. So without further ado, man, let's get into it. Everybody in the chat, man, show us some love. Much love to our brother Black, man. He couldn't be with us tonight, man. I know he wanted to be here, but definitely much love to Black. Black could be back very shortly, man. But let's go ahead and get into it, man. I'm going to cut this music down. Our special guest, I'm going to bring him on in a second. He's still getting himself situated, but we're going to bring on Mr. Moodum Chains. And then we're going to bring in our special guest, this man who we have. I just hope the Sports is Live don't get banned. I really don't. I'm very concerned. I'm going to bring in Mr. Moodum Chains right now first. Mr. Moodum Chains, Mr. Rashad Robinson's in the building. What's up, Rashad?
What's up, D?
How you doing, my brother? How you doing, my brother?
What's up, y'all? I'm here.
Okay.
I ain't in jail.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not in jail.
You're not in jail. We're not letting you go. We're not letting you go.
No.
Now, if we have to do an exclusive episode with you behind bars, but by God, we're going to make it happen. Now,
listen, man.
Rashad, I want to set the table for you. I know you're ready. I know you're ready. You pacing like a lion. I just want everybody to know, I'm going to give Mr. Moodum Chains the next 5 minutes of the Sports Desk. I'm going to drink some water, and Mr. Moodum Chains is going to set the tone of the state of the union of the Jacksonville Jaguars. If you live in Jacksonville, Florida, and you watch this on the playback, you should feel away. Now, keep the comments popping. We got my dog Jook in the house. He laughing up, having a good time, not Wilson there. Florida played Wilson. He said free Shad, and Shad not even locked up yet. Free Shad. I think we should get some T-shirts. Free Shad with the Jaguars logo on the back. Somebody, if you know how to make a T-shirt, contact me, email, so you can make us some free Shad T-shirts with the Jacksonville Jaguar logo in the back. Jook also says, Jag fans, it's nothing to worry about. Just a little hiccup secondary will tighten up. Well, all right now. All right, y'all. We got my guy Black in the building. Sports Desk Live. We back. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For the next 5 minutes, Mr. Moodum Chains, it's on you, baby. It's on you.
Sports Desk, what's going on? First of all, I like to let everybody know I left this game so early. I didn't even know that Agnew fumbled the ball. I left this game with about 4 minutes left in the second quarter.
Yeah.
Because I had enough of that shit.
Oh.
I woke up. My wife was like, Rashad, you act like you don't even want to go to this game. I was like, whatever. So I get there right before kickoff.
Yes, sir.
And as soon as I walked in the stadium, I said, this ain't gonna be good.
My God.
I'm walking in, I'm looking around.
My God.
There's nobody there. Jesus. I was trying to figure out if I was early. Maybe I didn't know what time the game started. Nobody was there. It's 100 degrees again. I'm going to get to the reason why that is important.
My God.
But on the Sports Desk, we have defended William a lot. If you're not familiar with who William is, that is our quarterback.
Yes.
That is the savior for Jacksonville, Florida. That is Thor, as
the blue-eyed
angel. Call him.
The blue-eyed angel.
The blue-eyed angel.
He beat Nick Saban when he was 12.
We have talked about him. We have brought guests on this show to argue us down.
Absolutely.
About William.
So embarrassing. So embarrassing.
There are two people on this team that I expect greatness from.
Mm-hmm.
That's William.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Doug.
Jesus, William, Jesus.
The only people that I am holding accountable for that shit on Sunday.
Jesus Christ.
is William and Doug.
My God.
I don't know what you guys were doing this offseason. I don't know if you thought that you was going to just pick up where you left off.
Goodness gracious.
I don't know if for some reason you just thought that you was going to just walk in and they were going to hand you 12 wins.
Talk about it.
But for some reason, since week 1, we talked about it.
Yes,
they scored 31 points, and that was the most lethargic 31 points I've ever seen in my life.
It was putrid.
And I was sitting there trying to figure out, remember, in the fourth quarter of that Colts game, they were down.
Yes.
They had to come back and win that game.
Yes.
So we let it go. We go to Kansas City. We don't score a touchdown.
5 red zone.
In the red zone 5 times. We don't score a touchdown.
5 turnovers.
Cool. Turnovers. No. We ain't have 5 turnovers in that game.
No. We got 5 turnovers.
Oh yeah, we got 5 turnovers. At least 4. I believe it's 5, but I believe it's 4.
Yeah.
Regardless, you lose that game, defending champs.
Jesus. Cool. You're 1-1.
You 1-1. You have a team that came in, no wins, 2 blowout losses, down 10 starters.
Jesus.
And that's what you do? I'm not worried about nobody else. I'm talking about William.
My God, 16, God bless.
I'm talking about Doug.
Yeah.
William throws a beautiful ball.
Absolutely.
First drive. Drop. It's not on William.
It's not.
Not on William.
It's
cool.
Not.
As this game is progressing, I'm saying to myself, what is going on? What is this? For whatever reason, this team cannot start fast. And I don't know what that is, but what I do know is
I know what it is.
William.
I know what it is.
And it's on Doug.
Yeah.
Those 2 people right there, that's who it's on.
And before you continue, the Jaguars were a 8.5 point favorite going into this game?
8.5 point favorite into this game. It was as high as 9.5.
This was
That's
the
open at 9.5.
This was the second highest odds of the week, besides my putrid Cowboys at 12.5. Continue.
And both of them lost.
Yeah.
I only expect greatness from William and Douglas because in the past, that's what they've been. I didn't set this standard for you, William. You did.
Talk about it. Now he preaching, y'all.
1:50 last year against the Baltimore Ravens. You know what you did, William? With no timeouts, down by 7 points.
We saw it.
Yeah, you saw it.
Surgical.
Down by 17 in the first half against the the Las Vegas
Raiders. Yes.
You saw that game too.
Surgical.
Down by 17 against the Cowboys.
Yeah. I was there.
You saw it.
I was there. Yeah.
Fumbled the ball.
Yep.
Got the ball back.
Yeah.
No timeouts.
None.
One timeout. Get them down. Kick the field goal. Win the game in overtime. Down 17.
Surgical.
And then we get to the game before the last game we see you last year. And you down 27-0.
Yeah. Playoffs.
What you do, William?
In the bank.
You gave me greatness.
Yes, you did.
Once you give me greatness that many times, that means that's the standard. And the standard is the standard. I don't care what y'all saying online. I see y'all on Twitter. Why y'all blaming Trevor?
Shut up,
I'll tell you why I'm blaming Trevor. Because I'm talking about greatness. If I wasn't talking about greatness, this would be on the team. I'm talking about greatness. I'm talking about a Super Bowl winning coach, not having his team ready to play.
We talking generational.
We talking generational. That's the word that we always use for Trevor, right?
Yeah, we said that last year.
We said it last year. So now we coming into the season. We are 1-2.
My God.
And we have lost to one of the worst teams, probably the worst team in the league. I can tell you right now, they're going to get their ass whooped the whole rest of the season. I can tell you that now.
And before you continue, we said this last week on the weekly matchup show The Jaguars are going against the worst football team in the league. We called the score 10,000-3. Rashad said they was putting on 45 to such and such. We was expecting a show out party. We was expecting to see a prom queen and prom queen united at the game. That's what we was expecting to see. And Jug said sound like non-believers. Nah, Jug, we gonna keep it real. That's what we doing here on the sports desk, my boy.
Hey, Jug, I get to the non-believer part.
Yeah, we ain't no non-believer. Nah, this ain't no non. You talking to some real believers here.
No.
So we just want to set that. We just want to let that be known.
Hey, Jug, everything go be all right. Trust me.
Oh, we're gonna get to that. But we ain't.
It's gonna be all right because they go turn it around. Trust me.
Yeah.
But what they did on Sunday, we got to address that.
Shout out to you. Yeah.
Yeah, what's up, Tay? We got to address that mess they did Sunday.
Yeah.
The reason why when I stop forcing the ball. Oh, hey, brother-in-law, listen. That ain't. I don't think that he forced them in. I think that every time that he threw them the ball on Sunday, that he was open. He wasn't forcing them the ball. He was dropping the ball. I don't know what the focus is with Calvin Ridley right now, but he's on the same list as Agnew as far as I'm concerned right now. You're not gonna get the ball until you prove that you can make plays. But the thing that I have to say about this loss right here, seriously, y'all, I got another person that's on my shit list, and he been on it for a long time, and that's Shad Khan.
Oh my God, the owner.
Shad, you do understand since you bought this team about 15 years ago, Jaguar fans have asked you for one thing and one thing only.
Just one thing. Some
shade.
Yeah. Yeah.
I walked in that stadium. It was about 40,000 people in that stadium. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, we passing out in the shade.
By the time I left that stadium, it was about 30,000. When I got home and looked at that game, it probably was about 15. People are not finna sit in that heat for you to score one touchdown in 2 games. Because last time I checked, offense sell tickets.
Disgusting.
You don't score one of the what we thought was going to be one of the most prolific offenses.
Yes, we did.
In the NFL this year.
Yes, we did.
Has scored 1 touchdown in the last 2 games. And I got people on Twitter telling me, don't say nothing about Trevor. I'm sorry. Who has the ball on every possession on offense?
William has it.
Who has people running wide open and he's not throwing the ball?
William.
We're going to talk about this offensive line, too, that they told us was fine. They wanted to wear their little cute shirts. We coach the number 31 ranked offensive. Yes, you do. Yeah, you wear it. I need y'all to wear that on the sidelines on Sunday. Don't wear it on training camp. Wear it on Sunday.
Settle in the stove. Settle in the stove.
I don't know what's going on with this team.
I know what's going on with it.
No clue what's going on with this team, but I can promise you this right here. Yeah. It's going to turn around because it got to. Because if it don't,
we're going to be banned from YouTube.
Ooh, boy.
Now, we finna be banned in the next 5 minutes. We finna be banned in the next 5 minutes because we got a special guest. I can't keep him waiting.
No, you can't keep. Please, brain bricks on, man.
He
brain
is down in the
green reserve like me.
And he is ready. Ladies and gentlemen, this man is so influential to the volume of the sports desk. This man has had us banned from iTunes. We were not able to put episodes on iTunes because of what he has to say. But we are willing to take that chance. I want to read this tweet real quick. Trade package number 1. The game was not over. Freddie Bricks. Trade package number 1. Jags, Trevor, Agnew, Ridley, 26 first round pick, to the Cowboys for Michael Parsons and 1 first round pick, and then draft Shador Sanders and Marvin Harrison Jr. That's what the man was tweeting during the game. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna bring him on right now, man. Freddie Bricks. Let's get him in here. Freddie Bricks is in the building. Freddie,
what's good?
Bricks.
What's good? What's good?
What's up, my guy?
I gotta go outside to say this. I gotta go outside. Hold on. Let me step outside.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I apologize.
Welcome, Freddie.
How you doing, guys? What's going on?
Great, man. Y'all welcome Freddie Bricks to the Sports Stats Live here on YouTube, man. This man,
good, gang.
This man is a Jacksonville Jaguars diehard, just like Mr. Moodham Chains. This man has suffered through pain. This man has suffered through tragedy. This man had the highest of the hopes. And I want Freddie Bricks. I'm going to give Freddie Bricks the next 5 minutes of the Sports Desk. And then we're going to have a collective conversation. I see everybody in the chat right now. The chat is jumping. Shout out my brother Rob, man. My brother Rob is in here. Shout out Alan. He's in here. Shout out Oscar in the building, man. We just got a lot of love. Shout out my guy Kurt in the chat, man. We got a lot of love right now, man, for the Sports Desk Live. Freddie Briggs.
What up?
Man. The next 5 minutes belong to you, sir, please.
Well, no, first I want to say, I know I'm glad Rashad got a lot of the particulars out the way because I want to get right into how much cussing can I do on here? I don't want to get a super ban, but just stop me if I get a little too. I'm not gonna be wild today. I'm gonna try to keep it calm.
Please keep in mind the channel is only 3 weeks old.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna try to keep it calm. First of all, I want to let my mother know she failed me as a child. Excuse me. She failed me as a child because my dad was an Eagles fan. So I from the start, do you know where you win at, bro?
Yeah.
Because you're a Cowboy.
Yeah.
So the Jags are only good once a decade. So that 1 year they're good, you get to just join in, enjoy with the rest of the city. And then the next year, like 2018, you could jump right back off and go to the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't have that luxury.
Okay.
I don't have the luxury.
Okay.
If I leave the Jaguars, I am emotionally untied from football. So I have an emotional tie to the Jaguars. That is my love to football.
Yes.
And
he had to
yesterday, you know what? When I was watching the game yesterday and they started losing and I seen the comment, I said, you know what? There go my Jaguars.
Wow.
We don't deserve to win. We don't deserve to be good. I think somebody has to be the loser. And when I seen that familiar face peek around that corner, I said, there go my baby. There's that ugly face that I've been recognizing for the last 20 years.
Jesus.
There it is. And I knew it was going to get worse. I knew it was going to get worse. Let me start here, right? I'm all over the place, but let me start here.
Take your time, please.
First of all, Chad Henne has been playing football for 63 years. In 63 years, Chad Henne has never went over – Chad Henne's never had a drive over 75 yards. Not at Michigan, not at Central High School, nowhere in the NFL. Chad Henne, at 63 years old, took the ball from the 2-yard line to the touchdown.
Yeah.
While Patrick Mahomes was out. Tony was the best receiver on that team.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try to stay on. Okay. So your GM. The GM and everybody, they're looking at this game, right? And they see Chad Henne go 99 yards on this defense.
Yeah.
So you know what they do? Yeah. They get to the offseason and say, you know what? These guys just need a year of growth. That's what they need. And Arden Key, fuck you, by the way. Excuse me. You go on about your way. We don't need you.
We're done.
We'll just be fine because we have good old Josh Allen and Trayvon Walker, the monster from the Midwest. I called it 4 games into last year. I said, this kid is no good. He's no good. He thinks he's going to bull rush lineman his whole career. He has no moves. I knew Hutchinson would be okay because he had moves. He just wasn't big enough. He put on 20 pounds. He had 2 sacks the other day, game-winning shit. Okay, great. Yeah. Cool. Another thing I want to bring up.
Jesus.
This cat, Jonas Gray, had 311 yards and 8 touchdowns, and he was late 2 minutes to one of Bill Belichick's practices, and he benched him the next game.
Yeah.
The culture in Jacksonville is soft.
Yeah.
Doug Peterson has failed this fucking team.
Wow.
Period. I don't even know if they can bounce back from this. All that shit y'all talking about, they'll be all right. You want to know why you think they're going to be all right? Because they started slow last year but bounced back. But guess who wasn't in the division last year? you lost to yesterday who came into Jacksonville. You got to go to Texas to play him next. So you're already down one to him. And then Anthony Richardson, who you should have lost to the first time.
Yeah.
Those are the two new quarterbacks. So you'll think, oh, we're going to bounce back. We're a second-half team. Bro,
it's getting deep.
The Jaguars, I'm telling the fan base, the Jaguars need to prepare your hearts and soul to be picking in the top 10 of next year's NFL draft. My thought process coming, I'm not disappointed at the defense. You think I hate Trayvon Walker? I love them. I knew what they were last year. I knew that everybody was going to score 30 on the Jags. I knew it. I knew everybody was going to score 30 on the Jags. What I didn't know, that Doug Peterson was going to take his 23-year-old quarterback and give him his third offensive system in 3 years. I didn't know that. I couldn't have predicted that. By the way, Burrow came into the league at 24.
Yeah.
So you're putting a 23-year-old quarterback back here. You got him either throwing it to Calvin Ridley. You running Trevor Etienne like he's Jerome the fucking Bus Bettis. And you running these side-to-side plays.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Like, what am I watching?
Yeah.
And then you tell me that some jackass named Press Taylor is calling the plays?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
I didn't find out who Press Taylor was till like week 1 when I had questions. Wait, so Doug let go to play calling? I just thought this was something that would be like known. Like nobody brought this up. Nobody said anything. Nobody was like, hey, Peterson, if you're not calling the offense, what do I need you on my team for? You're not an enforcer. You're not like, what do I need you on my team for if you're not calling the plays? Exactly. You're not Coach Prime. Like, what are you? Who are you? So I'm not tied to none of this shit. Bro, this is what the Jaguars need to do. The defense is shot. You're not winning a championship. My expectations was the championship, period. I didn't come in this bitch to win the division. Oh, man, you know what? We're going to bounce back, and we're going to make a late push. Bro, miss me with that shit.
Yeah.
Before this year, the expectation was a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You're never going to win a Super Bowl with this team, this defense, and this GM. So if something doesn't change, we're talking about division championships, son. Let's not talk Super Bowl.
Freddie Bricks, I want to give you a chance. I just want to give you a chance to collect yourself.
I'm done.
You have some extreme hate going on in the chat. Our guy, TJ, I pray his phone get cut off during his rant.
Cut off during the rant. Hey, Tay, if I I'm gonna get banned, brother.
We have our guy Jook. Says, I hope his Wi-Fi freezes up. AKA Freddie Bischoff. I agree with that. The outpouring of emotion from Freddie Briggs is what a lot of fans who are diehard in Jacksonville have been just enduring. It's just been tough. And I just want to give my 2 cents because this show is not about me. I'm born and raised here in Jacksonville, Florida, Duval County. I support the Jacksonville Jaguars. I go to the games. I buy merchandise. My sons are Jaguars. So this is my city, my sister.
Terrible job. Terrible.
Yeah, I know.
Fix it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, cuz, fix it. It's not too late. Fix it. Kyrie does not deserve to go through this shit. Fix it. But them boys is going to love football. Fix it.
Yeah.
But Jacksonville can be your secondary team. You need to go find a winner.
Yeah. My sister, Freddie Briggs, my sister and I go to a lot of games. She's in the chat right now. She says Freddie is snapping. We're crying emojis. So I feel this, and I want to go back to the Kansas City Chiefs game because we felt really good going into the Chiefs game. The whole city felt really good with the champions coming down here, dealing with the 100,000-degree heat in the bank. They had the nerve to pass out towels, saying, lock down the bank. And then the game starts, and we're just kind of like, wow, this is what we're doing. Then I get breaking news across my phone that apparently Doug Peterson has resumed play calling responsibilities. Well, hell, Doug, when did you give it up? Doug, did you tell anybody you was giving up the play calling? Because when Mike McCarthy took over play calling, it was breaking news on 60 Minutes. I'm looking around the league and I don't understand. The play calling is absolutely trash. You had Kansas City Chiefs people in the stand calling out the plays when the Jags was lining up. So what you thought that Chris Jones was doing? I will not jump off this bandwagon. I'm not going to jump off because I see what's there. I see what's there. And I firmly believe if you look at Trevor stats, he's a Pro Bowler right now. You'll be confused if you look at Trevor stats.
We need to save this kid. Like, if we can't get this right, if Doug Peterson is going to be a jackass about this, we need to save this kid and send him to somebody that's going to put him in the system and let him shine.
Send him to Belichick.
23 years old, man.
I want to send him to Belichick if we ain't going to do nothing with
him. Send him to somebody. I mean, it's his contract year coming up, man. Like, what are we doing? Like, this Trevor Lawrence has never in the history of his life stepped on a football field and not been the best player on it. There's no way you're going to tell me he just got to the pros and he can't figure it out. I'm not going for it.
It's documented coming out of the 8th grade out of Peyton Manning's football camp. He beat Nick Saban for a national championship.
And I will give it. No, and this is what I will
documented.
do. I will give the, like, Trevor isn't as good as I think he is. I will give you that. Like, Trevor, to me, it shows like when shit is kind of rattled, he's still in that mode where, like, when he threw that interception, I felt like they was kind of on a good roll, but it was like he was already like shattered.
You want to know why?
And
you want to know why?
Decision making was just off.
You want to know why? You want to know why he was like that? You said it earlier, Fred, because Douglas decided to give the play calling up.
Yeah.
He's used to Doug's voice. He went on the run. I'm going to get Rashad back in here, but he went on a run with Doug. Go back and look at the last 8 games. The whole city gave up on the Jags, and on the sports desk, go back and listen to previous episodes, Spotify, iTunes, and SoundCloud. On those episodes, I told y'all, relax.
He did. The only person thing.
And then, boom, what happened? The Jaguars won 7 out of the last 8 games. We did a live show at the bank. The city was out in droves. The stadium was sold out. That was the best night in my life at a sports event. Because I couldn't believe the energy.
Yeah.
And now we look on TV and Scott Van Pelt from ESPN is absolutely digging the Jaguars out of the mud. They showed the camera around the stadium and they had elementary students at the game. Get them kids out the stadium.
It's hot as I don't know what.
Rashad, go ahead, my guy.
What I'm not understanding is you got players that are doing post-game interviews talking about how they need to get out of Jacksonville.
Talk about it.
Get themselves together.
Talk about it. Because I want to talk about that. Come on, lead us in. Take us in there. Come on.
I'm trying to figure out what the fuck we did to you.
Oh, my God. We out of here. We're done.
What did we do to you that you got to get away from us to get your mind right?
Yeah.
What did we do?
Yeah.
Talk about it.
Seriously. What did we Rashad a longshoreman. I don't play football.
Yeah. I don't either. I work at a grocery distribution center.
I'm trying to figure out what I did to you that you got to get away from me.
Yeah.
So you get your life together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If this, for some reason, I don't know what's going on with this stadium, with this new stadium.
Rashad, don't let that slide. Get back to them fools who say they needed to get away. Get back to the fools. Because I want to know, were you not in Turks and Caicos before the preseason?
Bro, come on, man.
Did you not go to Thailand or Jamaica?
Bro,
were you not with your family on some warm sand and some clear water? What do you mean you need to get away?
Bro, I never thought they had a home field advantage. Like, I just didn't get it. But Sean, I wanted to.
No. They are saying they need to get away from the bank in Jacksonville to London.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I've never felt like I've never felt like it mattered whether they were a home or away as far as their performance. Like, some teams just gravitate. It's just easier for them at home. But like last year, It just seemed like when they beat the Cowboys, I was shocked. I was like, damn, they really protected the bank. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Bricks, it's a different energy like that Kansas City game. You seen the defense play on a different level because that stadium was full.
It was turned.
When I walked into that stadium and seen how empty it is, I instantly knew what kind of day it was because it's hard to play football in front of 20,000 people. But it's 100 degrees outside. What do you want the people to do?
Wayne. Yeah. Lil Wayne, 400 degrees.
Yeah.
The water is $11.
$15 if you want a smart water.
$15 for a smart water.
Yeah.
But you want the people to come out there and suffer. And all we asked you for, Rashad, was some shade 15 years ago.
Just a little bit.
So the players want to get away from us. You need to be looking at the person that's signing your checks. That's the reason why you ain't got no home field advantage. It ain't us.
Oh, we getting deep.
And you shouldn't need no home field advantage because you got a $70 million contract. You should be able to play in front of high school and perform.
Yeah.
So don't blame me.
Yeah.
Blame your preparation throughout the week. That don't have nothing to do with me. That don't have nothing to do with nobody on YouTube. That don't have nothing to do about nobody in that stadium.
Hey, it's an emotional thing, man. This is sports. If you're a real sports fan, you tie yourself. You tie yourself to a team, to players. You're invested. It might sound like the dumbest thing in the world.
Yeah.
To invest in something that you have no control in. But this is sports. And the city of Jacksonville closed 300 businesses in the last 28 years because the Jaguars been trash. We trying to build this city up. We want this new stadium here. And Mayor Donna Deegan is saying, why? Because of what? We gonna pay for something like this? I don't blame Mayor Donna Deegan for having to get her thoughts together to sign off on a $4 trillion stadium.
Bro, this is.
I got one last comment, man. I'm gonna let y'all have it. I'm gonna get Freddie Bricks back. I got one last thing to say. I'm gonna let Freddie Bricks get with it. You look at the roster and the talent is there. This is sickening. This is not like years past. You literally have a generational talent. You have a guy who can really be the best quarterback in football. You look at it. Look at the receiving core. You have the weapons. You have the range of motion with these guys, man. I know the offensive line ain't the greatest, but the defense held the Chiefs to 3 points at halftime.
Yeah.
And ever since the second half, when Patrick Mahomes looked at Andy Reid and said, they don't want to beat us, bro. They don't want to beat us, bro. And then Travis Kelce went to the locker room and talked to Taylor Swift before the game. In halftime, he talking to her.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, Kelce catching touchdowns. Tony looked like he won the Heisman at Florida, and he didn't win nothing.
Can't tackle him, can't do nothing.
I don't know if it's something in the front office. I don't know if Doug thought he really had it figured out because of the run. I don't know if they're reading their own news clippings, like Doug said. I don't know if they're listening to podcasts. I don't know if they're listening to anything. This is unacceptable. This is the thing here. A lot of times we're disappointed in the Jags, but this is real deal unacceptable, y'all. That's the thing. That's why this one bothers us so much. You lose to the Texans who you can't beat. They beat you 14 straight games. I was still in high school the last time that they beat the Houston Texans. Come on, man.
Yeah.
This team had 11 starters out.
11 starters, bro.
And I end up turning my TV to the Ravens versus the Colts.
And they lost too. That was a weird Sunday, y'all. That was a weird Sunday. You had the Jaguars lose.
I'm talking about this foolishness in the bank.
Yeah. It was a weird Sunday, man. What I'm trying to figure out is this Sunday. I thought that last Sunday was gonna be the get right game, and I got William.
Oh my God.
I got William after the game. He's on Twitter taking notes with his taking notes emojis. Hey William, we don't need you on Twitter.
Yeah, get off.
Yeah, we don't need you on Twitter. We don't need you.
What
and again, understand this. I can speak for me, I can speak for me and say, I know this team gonna be all right.
Okay.
I don't know what in the world has been going on the last 3 weeks with this offense, but the defense is the way it is, the way Brick said. But I always say it's gonna be easier for him to play defense because you're gonna be scoring 30 a game. You scored 1 touchdown in the last 2 weeks. That's why your defense look like that, Bricks. So I don't know what the defense can be. Because if you give them a lead, it's a totally different game. You ain't gave them a lead the whole year to play with. So you don't know what your offense finna. You don't know what your defense can be. They can play complimentary football. You seen that last week. When they kept holding the Chiefs, kept holding them, kept giving the ball to William. Guess what William doing? Nothing with the football.
What that young man was doing.
So this team is gonna go as far as William and Doug take them.
That's fact.
That's what it is. We're not worried about the defense. The defense is not going to lose games for you as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do on offense. They can play complimentary. The offense has lost you both of these games, not the defense.
I almost lost you all 3.
Should have lost you all 3. If it wasn't for the pick, that Campbell got, you wouldn't have won the first game. So we can't talk about this defense as if they're not showing up. Did they play exceptional on Sunday? No. Against 4 of their starting 5 was out of that game, and you got no pressure in that game. I understand that also. But if you scoring points like you supposed to against Shaquille Griffin,
oh my God!
Shaquille Griffin was back there.
Oh my God! When I saw them say starting quarterback Shaquille Griffin, I said, "Oh, Calvin Griffin finna have 15 catches." I said, "Calvin Griffin finna have 15 catches for 400." I said, "Then they gonna switch, and then Christian Kirk gonna get him 8 catches for 100 yards." And then I said, "Okay, they're gonna switch again, and then Evan Ingram or somebody gonna have another 10 catches." I thought Trevor's gonna throw for 500 when I heard the name Shaquille Griffin.
My thing with this is you have not played an elite defense yet. You haven't. And what's gonna piss me off is when you play the elite defense, that's when you go throw for 500. So what are we doing? You got to have your back against the wall to perform. That's what you gotta have, Trevor. You never had your back against the wall your entire career. Your entire football career, you was always the best when you stepped on the field. Now in the pros, you gotta have your back against the wall in order to perform. Because I'm telling you, on Sunday, he gonna ball, and it's gonna piss everybody off.
You can't win like that.
You a front runner now. Now you a big dog. So play like it. And for there was a report that came out that Doug had took back over the play calling. He said he didn't. Wow. Doug, let me tell you something. If this ship go down and you watching it go down with this play sheet in your hand, you got to get fired in the middle of the season.
No, immediately. Yeah, immediately.
This what got you fired in Philly. The same
if Jags go 1-5,
the same exact man got you fired in Philly. The same exact thing. You gonna do it again? I want to say something, but I ain't gonna say it. But y'all know what's going on. Is this?
We gonna get banned. Rashad, take it.
What y'all got going on, man? Y'all got to say, let me know. I mean, if that's what it is, I don't judge. But you gonna let me get you fired again?
Rashad, take 2 minutes. Freddie Briggs, get in here. Freddie Briggs, get in here, man.
Well, first I want to say, man, I'm calm. I'm calm now. I'm gonna try to talk with some.
I see you back inside, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, I'm back inside. I'm good.
That's a good sign for us.
A big reason why I think the Jags won't be able to recover from this because systems take a while. I can remember Dan Campbell first getting with the Lions, and Jared Goff has always been good, like in a system. Like took the Rams to the Super Bowl in a system. You know, might take this Lions team to the Super Bowl in that system with a wide receivers are getting separation you know what I'm saying, blase blah. We kind of seen Joe Burrow, even though he struggled early like he does every year. He's kind of in that system, and he has more of the talent, even if it's not a system. Dayball brought Josh Allen his system. He got better, and he's getting back to it now, but he was still kind of wild. Jalen Hurts. When we see quarterbacks, we can automatically know their system, right? If I say Jalen Hurts, you can see it. You can see the two running backs behind him. You can see him under center, and you can see the play they're about to do, right? But when I tell you the kid out there for the Chargers, you can see the kind of system they run. But when I tell you Trevor Lawrence, the beginning of his system was last year. So this is where your coach is a jackass, and I don't know if this offense is going to recover. Even if the offense recovers, this defense has been exposed. There's no way you're going to tell me that the Texans did that to y'all in Jacksonville, and something is going to happen where Walker and his coordinator and everybody else on this defense, which y'all keep telling me Cisco is a dog. Y'all keep telling me, what's this kid named Campbell? Campbell's one of the higher rated people in the bro. You could cut all these clowns. I don't. None of them are starters to me. I know I ain't the smartest guy in the world, but I look at those guys and I look at people on other teams and I'm like, I don't know. I don't see it. Maybe I don't know football well enough. But I'm looking at this kid, C.J. Stroud, look very comfortable, throwing it on the Jaguars and sitting in that pocket. And it terrifies me because you're going to have Lamar Jackson sitting back there. Like the teams I'm looking at, I plan on being 3-0. I plan on being undefeated at this point. I'm sitting there looking at the schedule before the season. I'm like, where the loss going to come from? You got to let me know. Where is the loss going to come from? But now that we're in real time, and I know I was maybe on some fan stuff, which every NFL fan is to their team, I'm kind of stepping back now, and I'm realizing like, oh, that defense may won't get you to the playoffs. And the only way to get you to the playoffs is if Trevor Lawrence is entering the second consecutive year in his system. Let's look at what they're doing down there in Miami. This is a system thing. Like you slowly, over years' time, you slowly get better. He has been doing the same thing for 2-3 years now. You know what I'm saying? It takes years to develop these systems. You abandoned your whole system to run the Doug Marrone offense. And I look like. So for me, I ain't gonna even lie, Sean. Like, of course, in football sense, yeah, they can bounce back. The offense can be good and they can return back to form. But the league is different than it was last year. Like, you got 2 more quarterbacks in your division. You got a new coach in your division. Like, it's like things are just kind of different. You already proved you still can't beat the Chiefs. You know, even when it's still an ugly, bad game, I just haven't seen enough to think. Look, Trevor, I haven't seen enough to think that this team is going to be able to win a championship constructed this way. And it's your GM. We all know that. This man took a tight end in the second round. He took a third-string tight end in the second round. He watched Chad Henne go 99 yards.
He didn't do that. Doug did that.
Doug needs to fucking go. If Doug did that shit, he needs to go.
Listen, man. Doug made that pick. And Doug made the pick, and he don't even use the kid. Then you got Sam Laporta out there that got drafted after him, and Sam Laporta balling. No, Sam Laporta I think he got drafted before him. But the point is, you had tight ends around that time. You could have drafted Sam Laporta in the first round if you wanted a tight end that bad.
Who took
you actually traded up?
Who took Tank? Who made that decision to take Tank?
That was probably a Doug Peterson pick. Whichever one, you're not even utilizing the kid. You seen this kid could play in the preseason, and you won't even give him the ball. ETN, the only person that's on the offense that's consistently balling.
I'm gonna lie,
when
man.
I see
it's hard for me
ETN line up in the I formation. When I see check down swing left, check down swing right over and over again. I know what Doug trying to do. He's trying to catch the defense sleep. Newsflash, Doug, they're awake. Defenses are not going to sleep. They're not falling forward. Left dunk, right dunk, handoff, boom. That's what you did last year with the Jags. Because no one saw it coming. The Jags had no expectation. The Jags were dead in the grave. No one took them seriously, and they kept it going. So the play calling, you know what pisses me off? Because I see Tua Tagovailoa. He out here trips left, 5 wide, People run. Tyreek running from the running back going to the other side of the field. He rolling out. Boom!
It look amazing, boy.
I mean,
That
just a
thing
cannon
so
coming, and then Tua don't even got the strongest arm. He just accurate. Trevor is 6'6". He look like Brad Pitt in his prime. A beautiful blue-eyed angel. Yeah. And we have him back there. Look at, and this is the thing that tripped me out. If I told you this, hey, what was Trevor Lawrence stats? 27 for 40, 279 yards, 1 touchdown in the pick. Here's the thing. On that same screen of the stats, there's another quarterback's name on the same stat line as Trevor's, C.J. Beathard. Why was C.J. Beathard's name on the stat sheet?
Why
was the backup quarterback's name on the stat sheet and the Jaguars lost by 20?
They saw.
He came in the last.
I don't care.
He came in the last.
They saw.
I don't want to see.
Go finish the game. Go finish the game. You losers. You fucking losers. Get in the game and finish the fucking game. You came out here for 3 quarters and stuck it up.
Oh, we're done. We're done.
Finish the game. You're going to sound like he Gatorade and shit. So there's C.J. Beathard out there. Go finish the game.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't really have a problem with that part. My problem is the way this offense is playing.
70-20. I want the Jags to get beat 70 because you know what's gonna happen if they get beat 70-20.
We're done.
They'll finally go in that front office and say, you know what, Trent Baalke, you've made terrible decision after terrible decision after terrible decision. If Sauce Gardner was on that defense, we wouldn't be talking about Trevor Lawrence right now. If we made some of these right decisions, if Hutchinson was on that defense, we wouldn't be talking about Trevor Lawrence right now. We wouldn't be talking about any of this shit because we would have competent players on the team. We're talking about a man who had first-round picks. Traceon went, 20? He's had 2 sacks in 13 years.
Chase. And then they tried to tell us that he was gonna be the third defensive end, the third linebacker coming in to rush the passer. And the entire everybody in Jacksonville was like, dude, what are y'all doing? What are y'all trying to see in this kid? And they got plays with this dude still. This is year 4. And he still has no pass rush move. They are slinging this boy around like a rag doll, bro. He weighs 245 pounds, bro. Like you making these wrong decisions, but again, y'all missing the point. I'm telling you, when this offense get rolling, I can guarantee you that defense is going to do exactly what you want them to do. You cannot ask that. You do not have the 85 Bears. No, you don't. But what you have is a defense that can do everything you can. You telling me we can't win a Super Bowl with this defense? I disagree. I disagree that you cannot win a Super Bowl with this defense because I know for a fact if your offense is rolling, they not go just lay down. They never have, bro. Tell me the time, even last year, they wasn't losing these games. Trevor was throwing them away. The defense ain't let you down one time last year, bro. They never let you down. They down by 17 points 3 times. They down by 27-0 in the playoffs. This defense not going to let you down. You have got to, as an offense, do what you're supposed to do. And if you do what you're supposed to do, you can win the Super Bowl. You can. This is a Super Bowl team.
It is September 26th.
I don't know. I want to be surprised like the rest of the world.
The Jacksonville Jaguars are getting ready.
I'm building mock drafts. I ain't gonna lie. I'm building out mock drafts right now.
Too early for that, Fred.
I'm looking around the
Jaguars. They're headed to London. The Jaguars won't be back in the bank until Sunday, October the 15th, against the Indianapolis Colts at a 1:00 kick on CBS.
So we're gonna know about season over with before Halloween.
We for the next 3 weeks, this team will be away from Jacksonville. They don't come back to October 15th. Why is that so important to me? The game against the Falcons, very winnable. The game against Buffalo, strap it up, boys. Strap it up, boys. It could get ugly out there. The Indianapolis Colts with Anthony Richardson, who looked like a combination of Peyton Manning and Michael Vick. The first game against the Jags, he's coming to the bank.
No, he didn't.
He's coming to the bank.
He all right, man. We're going to be all right. We're going to be all right.
We're going to go around the block, man. We about at that hour mark. Everybody give their last regards. I'll kick it off. Yo, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No. I'm sorry. Go ahead, D.
We're going to go around the block one more time. We're going to wrap this thing up. YouTube, thank y'all for rocking with us. We had an excellent crowd tonight, man. A lot of participation in the chat. Everybody's showing love. This is what we wanted to do here at the Sports Desk, man. We wanted to be seen. We want our energy to be felt. And we just appreciate y'all, man, especially people in the city coming out saying, hey, expressing themselves, agree to disagree. That's why you got to love sports. So I want to say thank y'all before we go around the block, because I'm pretty sure I will be getting an email from YouTube probably around midnight or 1 a.m. and saying that the Sports Desk is banned for the next 72 hours. So my final thoughts on this, man, it's early in the season, y'all. It's frustrating. It's emotional. You want to see this city do well. We're from here. We're born here. We've walked these streets. We drive these highways. We eat at the restaurants. We go to work here. We make money here. We met our friends and have family here. This is an investment. So people who are watching right now that just don't understand, you'll never understand. You'll never understand because you're not from here. We're invested into this thing. And every time I see Trevor's beautiful blonde hair and those blue eyes, a little tingle happens in my stomach. I just get a little bit just fuzzy when I look at the kid. But this can't happen here. This can't happen here. I look at Doug. Doug done lost all this weight. He done been in the gym. He trying to be sexy on the field. Doug, go eat you a couple of Whataburgers and get back right. You see Andy Reid around here eating tater tots and chicken fingers on the State Farm commercial, and he has 60 Super Bowls. This is for the city, and I'm going to say it again. This is for the city, dog. Jacksonville Jaguars. If anybody, I'm going to send this to Doug, Trevor, everybody. If you got anything where I can send this episode, I'm sending it. Listen to me if you just so happen to hear this. We want to win. And y'all can win. Do y'all remember that playoff game against the Chargers? The city never experienced that before. We never had that before. We have what it takes, guys. Stop reading the clippings. Get off social media, get some heart, get some fire, stop playing like little boys, because the NFL is a man's game. Yeah. And it will chew you up and it will spit you out. Yep. And if that happens to us again, I don't know what we'll do. That's my final thoughts.
Hey, Dedrick, do me a favor. Pull up both of them things that Oscar had said. I seen he had two pretty long ones.
The defense?
Nah, he had one that was kind of long. I kind of seen. Yeah. I seen one that was kind of long. I was trying to read it while I was talking, but no. I seen he said he had one about Tank. Listen, the offensive play calling that is a problem, and for some reason I don't know why, I don't know what they got going on, but I think we gonna be fine, y'all. I think we gonna be fine. Honestly, I think we gonna be fine.
Right.
I can remember after last year, after that London game last year, how everything changed. I know it's earlier in the season that they're going to London, but both of those games they can win. Like I said, I do, trust me, I understand how hard it can be to walk into an empty stadium and play football. That ain't our fault. And y'all ain't scored no touchdowns the week before. And offense sell tickets, William. So if you want people in them stands, y'all go and y'all score 40 points in each of these games, and then we'll be there for that coast game, because it won't be as hot. It won't be 100 degrees. It'll be 90.
Yeah, we can go to that.
Right, you can go to that. But the bottom line is, I seen I forgot what your boy we were talking about top 5. Yeah, Trevor's still top 5. Don't play.
Eric, yeah. Shout out Eric, man. Shout out Eric and shout out Ross, man.
Hey,
Eric.
He's still top 5. He gonna be that by the end of the season. Trust me. But he had to get this work today, bro. He had to. It's no way in the world. Yeah, Buffalo. God, brother, Buffalo. Yeah. Buffalo, y'all go get it. Y'all got 2 more weeks. Y'all go get it. You know what happened the last time you was in the bank. But this team gonna be fine, man. I'm not worried. I promise you, I'm not worried. I'm not worried about this team. They gonna be fine. But that jump they did Sunday against that team, bro, with 10 starters out, bro. You slept walk through that game, man. You really thought they was gonna lay down.
Shout out to D'Amico Ryans. Shout out to D'Amico Ryans, bro.
Man.
Shout out to D'Amico Ryans. Freddie Brick, man. Close us out, dog. Close us out, Fred.
I want to say I feel the 100% complete opposite than the regards that the two gentlemen just expressed. If you have small children, like I said earlier, football is a very emotional game. Do your kids a favor. Get them a team. And the local team will always be the local team. Hell, we'll all be surprised together. When they good, I want to be like D. Shit, when the Jazz good, I'm surprised just like y'all surprised. Yeah, you know, I don't want to sit through 8 years of bullshit just for 2017 and then go right back to it in 2018. It's who wants to go through that? But like I said, I'm emotionally tired. You know what I'm saying? And it's already a wrap. To me, I hear what y'all saying, and I think a lot of times when I talk about the Jaguars and I think about the Jaguars, I'm putting a lot of my fandom inside of it. And I think now I'm at that point where I'm just backing off a little bit. I'm just taking a step back, and I'm looking at the team for what it is. I'm looking at the rest of the league for what it is. I'm looking at the division, and I'm just reassessing. And I think that we are a soft team. I think that Agnew wouldn't survive on no other team in the NFL after fumbling 5 straight games. I nobody in the locker room has hit him in his shit. Like we don't have the culture to go out and win that kind of dog fight that D'Amico Ryan and his rookie quarterback and all of his backups came inside and won because they was dogs that day. Everybody on that team had a dog in them. They fought for their coach. And if you're going to tell me that we're going to turn around and go to London and everybody's going to be inspired, everybody's going to have that twinkle in their eye, everybody paid except Trevor. You know what I'm saying? The only 2 that's trying to get paid, that's why he's throwing at the Ridley all the damn time. They the only 2 without contracts right now. You know what I'm saying? So who knows? But I'm not optimistic at all. If the Jaguars win 8 games this year, I'll be shocked. I think the maximum you get out of this is 7 games. You know what? I'll hold that. I'm gonna wait till we get back from London. I expect them to be 1-4 coming back from London. Honestly,
they're gonna lose both.
I think they lose both of them. I think that Falcons. I think they lose both of them, and we'll assess it from there. I've seen this story too many times, man. I'm taking my fandom out of it. I'm backing up, and I'm just as a regular NFL fan. If I was to look at the Browns or if I was to look at some of these other teams, I can clearly see, that team is ass. That team is not going to win. I got to be able to turn around and look at my own team and say something is wrong here. Like the thing Shaw, you just told me about offense, right? We Super Bowl ready. Everybody thought that. But we finna be on the 4th game. It ain't nothing but 17 of these motherfuckers. We going in the fold, and we like, where the offense going to come from? Where's the system gonna come from? Where's the regularity gonna come from? Where is it gonna come from?
Listen, when Cam come back, and they had that stretch of games where they can get Cam on the left side, they can put Walker Little at guard because your main problem is that guard. Ben Bartch has been awful.
Yeah, he's been terrible.
So that's been a problem too. And you're paying all this money for your right guard, Sheriff ain't balling. You know what I'm saying? He not playing the way he's supposed to. So all these contracts gonna be coming off next year, and you'll be able to replace these players. But as far as this year, man, when Cam come back, they put Walker Little at left guard. I think this offense is going to do what it's supposed to do. But I think that's gonna start this week, man, because I refuse to believe if they lose this game Sunday, I'm not gonna do no episode like this here again.
Yeah.
But the next time we come back on the sports desk, it's gonna be a totally. I calmed down. I made sure I calmed myself down over the last 2 days to kind of collect my thoughts. I'm not doing that if we lose this game Sunday. I'm not.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not, because I'm trying to allow this team to be able to go through this rough patch. Yeah. I'm trying to allow Calvin Ridley to go through his little rough patch. He going off the side. We done scored a touchdown, and Doug Peterson got to give him a hug for 20 seconds. Hey, bro, listen, man. So I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt to get this thing together because I believe this team is still who I think they are.
Hey, in my opinion, man, this is the season for the Jags in London.
Oh yeah, the Falcons.
This is the season. The Falcons versus the Bills. I think this is the season because they have the potential to come out of this thing 1-4.
Wait, who the team we playing for the Falcons?
The Bills.
The Bills.
Buffalo Bills
in London, back-to-back weeks. 9:30
you playing Buffalo. You playing Buffalo.
So it's like this is season. Now, if they can come out of this thing 2-3, they still in the mix, of course. You know, they came back from 2-6. What were they, 2-7 or something like that? And they made a run. I know it's very, very early. And it's 17 games in the NFL season. So I'm not jumping off the porch. I'm just extremely frustrated because I know the talent is there. This Falcon game is going to be a fight, dog. These kids are going to come in here from Atlanta. They really going to be about that. And I think Rashad is right. I'm going to pick the Jags to beat Atlanta by field goal. But the very next week, watch what Rashad says is going to happen. He going to stare down Josh Allen. And Doug Peterson gonna see the coach for the Buffalo, Sean McDermott for the Buffalo Bills, and then they all of a sudden gonna want to go Hulkamania. Watch what he say. What happened?
That's what they do.
That's what he say. So we'll see, man. We got a lot to look forward to. I hope that we don't have to have another State of the Union.
We ain't.
Jacksonville Jaguars. I hope we don't. But this is how it is, man. So at worst, we could be 1-4. At best, and I'm being totally optimistic here, 2-3 coming back to face the Colts. It's a long season. It's a long season, you know, and we just gonna have to see what happens, man. I want to address one comment before we close out. FNF Jook. FNF Jook. And I quote, to you FSU fans, which I'm one, enjoy the hype now because my Hurricanes with all the smoke. Right now, the Canes are a top 10 offense and top 20 defense. FSU won't have a chance. Don't let the Clemson win boost your head. Now, Jook, you're an amazing musical artist. You have a very great catalog of great, inspiring, and energetic music. And, sir, I'm a fan of your work. I happen to be very close to Freddie Bricks. And I've been afforded some opportunity to hear some great work of yours, sir. But, sir, stop. The Miami Hurricanes ain't what you think they are, bro. Y'all think because y'all beat Jimbo and the top 85 quarterback that was working at the Target Super Center last year down in Miami that y'all gonna really shake something up there in Tallahassee. Jook, this is how I get down. I know where 28 Studios is. I can meet you there. And I just want to look you in your eye real quick, bro. I just want to see if you really believe, because I feel your energy coming off this chat. You don't believe. Y'all gonna get y'all brains beat in.
You think that, D?
I do. I don't believe in what they look. They play Wolfson High. They play West Nassau High. They play Remote, and then they just so happen to play Trinity Christian, which was Texas A&M this year. Texas A&M ain't good. They not good.
Yeah. Who they play next week?
They play FAMU next week. And then they got the nerve. Hey, check this out. They got the nerve to have Trick Daddy to performing at halftime. Don't bring Trick Daddy out there for that. Don't bring Trick Daddy out there like they at the Classic.
Hey, listen, man.
Hey, y'all been trash. Y'all still trash. Y'all told me last year Tyler Van Dyke was going to win the Heisman. Y'all was going to the playoff and win the ACC. Y'all ain't even make 6 points in the ACC last year.
Damn.
And y'all think y'all finna come to Tallahassee? Boy, y'all been Jook. You wasn't even born yet the last time the Hurricanes played for anything. Now, like I said, Jook, you have great music. You're a great artist. And hell, you're a great supporter of the sports station. I got love for you, my brother. But I won't be hard to find.
Trash, man.
But listen, I don't agree, D. I don't agree. I know you're a Hurricane. I know you're an FSU fan, bro. I don't know what's been going on with y'all the last 2 weeks. I don't know if y'all
winning.
Y'all been had the last, you know what I'm saying? What y'all been reading your press clippings and all that shit.
Top 5 in the country, we winning. Don't come to me talking about I don't know what's going on with y'all.
No. But listen. I'm gonna tell you.
We just asked a question, bro.
This for a later episode of the Sports Desk. And everybody in here, me, you, Black, Fred, hey, listen, we going to that game in November. And I'm telling y'all coming out with an L. I really want y'all.
All right, thank y'all for watching the latest episode of the Sports Desk Live.
Hey, man, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I don't watch the dog. I don't watch the boy. I ain't impressed, boy. I ain't impressed.
Support and love. Hey, Joe, check this out. The week Florida State play Miami, we want you live here on the Sports Desk. So make sure you're available, dog. We're going to get you the link. We want you live here on the Sports Desk. Florida State and Miami week, we want you live on the Sports Desk. So hopefully you take our invitation because my boy Black, he's seething somewhere watching this. So, Jook, week of Florida State, Miami, take our invitation. Join us here on the Sports Desk. Freddie Briggs, we thank you, man. We thank you for coming through, shedding your emotions, talking some facts, talking some feelings, and giving your.
And I want to say before I go, look, I'm the emotional Jag fan, so y'all just let me have it. I'm gonna say the most extreme shit that y'all, that you maybe want to say. Let me say it. I'm gonna take that on for all of us. So when the Jags do end the year 10-6 or 10-7 and go on an amazing playoff run, I'll take all the heat for that. I'll put it all on my back. But let me do my thing. Let me hate him peace.
For sure. Rashad, anything before we get up out of here, Rashad?
Nah, man, we good. Y'all just tune in Friday, 6 p.m. for the Jaguars matchup show. I have something cooking for y'all. Me and D. Yep. Every Friday, we'll have something cooking for y'all for this game. But we had to do this.
Absolutely, we had to do this. So we apologize. We'll be back to our regular scheduled programming, but we had to have a State of the Union address of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Y'all be sure to also catch, what do you want to talk about? With Dedrick L. Hicks Jr. here on the Sports Desk Live. I'm going to be talking Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes, Shedeur Sanders in the Oregon game, the USC game. We'll talk about the Cowboys fumbling the bag. We're going to talk about Florida State. We're going to talk about everything. We got some WWE news that broke today. We have a lot of stuff that we're going to be getting into on the next episode of What Do You Want to Talk About? All right, so y'all keep it locked, man. Hit that subscribe button. If you're watching the replay of this, do us a favor, hit that thumbs up. And spread the channel. If y'all got love for the Sports Desk and y'all like what y'all seeing and like what you're hearing, tonight was one of probably the best episode we had so far. Just with the energy and the interaction of everything coming through. Y'all spread the show and show us love, man. We're here live during the week, and we also have pre-recorded content that we will continue to pump out. So until next time, man, y'all be safe. Y'all be cool. Enjoy your sports weekend. Enjoy your favorite teams. Enjoy your favorite players. And hopefully y'all will rock with us on the next episode of the Sports Desk Live. All right, y'all. Y'all be cool. Appreciate it.
Yep.